Good afternoon. This is Matters on Voice of the People, VOP 90.3 FM. Let's quickly take a look at what we're going to be talking about today. Calls for 6-year single term for political office holders intensify. This is not the first time we're having people calling for a constitutional review for a change from a 4-year 2 terms to a single 6-year term for political office holders. We're talking about governors, president, vice president, senate presidents, and speaker of the House of Representatives and ministers. So this is not the first time we're having people calling for a constitutional review. At the weekend, Oyo State Governor Shea Makinde added his voice to the call, calling for a single 6-year term for political office holders. And then secondly, former presidential candidate Peter Obi had a very interesting interview this morning with a very popular TV station where he talked on so many issues, including that he as a president will have removed subsidy and floated the naira, except he would have done it in a well-organized fashion where people will not suffer. But what caught my attention was his criticism of Tinubu's administration focus on the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, arguing that such large-scale infrastructure project should not take precedence over addressing Nigeria's insecurity and economic fragility. So these are the topics we'll be talking about today. And shortly, I'll introduce Mike Omonan, a legal practitioner and current affairs analyst, who will be helping us to dissect these two topics. And then after his analysis, I will open the phone lines for you to make your contribution. Give us your own analysis. But of course, the topic I'll majorly want you to focus on when you call is the 6 years of single term for political office holders. Which of them would you prefer? 4 years, 2 terms, or 6 years for just 1 term for the people leading us in this country? Which of them would you prefer? When it's time, I'll open the phone line, and of course, you will make your contribution. But for now, it will just be me and my analyst. So you can call me Solo, or Mr. Solo, Souls, S-O-L-S, or Mr. Souls. But officially, I am called Solomon Offem. Welcome to Matters. Okay, I have a Mike Omonan, a legal practitioner and current affairs analyst, joining us on the show today on Matters. Good afternoon, sir. Thanks for joining us on the show, Matters.
Good afternoon, Rob.
So let's quickly take a look at the first topic for discussion, where the calls for 6 year single term for political office holders have intensified. Now, this is not the first time we're having people calling for a constitutional review for the change from 4 year 2 terms to a single year 6 term for political holders. But of course, at the weekend, Oyo State Governor Shea Makinde joined the voice calling for that change. So, what do you think about that?
I think anybody that loves this country, this Nigeria, and would want things to be done properly would go for this single term of 6 years. The reasons are many. One is that the moment a politician comes into power as a president or governor, he starts from day one to think of how to prepare for another election, another cycle of election. He's not bothered about the governance. He's not bothered about the impact of his decisions on the people. He's not bothered about government. The impact of making things to work in the country. His own interest is predicated on the fact that he wants to come back. So I think it would be a very good practice if the constitution is amended so that once somebody is voted into power, he will know that he has one single tenure to remain there and will do his best to ensure that he performs. It's not an issue of sitting down to plan to think of ways that he would tinker on the laws that will favor his re-election in the next election cycle. So I think it is a very good development if it is allowed, because I know that there are so many forces that are against this single 6 year single term in Nigeria. There are so many forces. Some of the forces are those that are eating deep into the annals of the Nigerian economy from the text of those in government. Those forces would not want. They want 8 years, 2 terms of 8 years. They want it. In fact, if it is possible for a president to stay there forever, those who are eating from there will want it to remain. They will want it to be forever. But as it is now, somebody who is voted into power in 2000, for instance, the present situation in 2023, people are now coming together to adopt him for the next election in 2027. We still have 2 clear years to go, and people are thinking of how to manipulate things to ensure that the person comes out in 2020. It has made the president or even the governors to lose focus on governance, so that their own interest is to work on how they will come back to be elected for the second term. So I think a single tenure of 6 years would be very favorable to Nigerians. Now, that is my take on it.
Okay, now, first of all, normally we know government is a continuum. In other countries where things are done properly, we know that irrespective of the political party, once you come into government, you have your project, yes, but you have to continue from where the next government stopped. We're talking about long-term project, but we don't have that in Nigeria, where we have lots of abandoned projects. Every government come in, do his own, and leave what his predecessor started. So we have lots of projects that were abandoned when there were 70% completion, 60% completion. Now, what will now happen to those projects? It's easy to do short-term project in 6 years. What about long-term projects that are supposed to start yielding results in 10 years time, 15 years time, 20 years time? And then won't we have lots of abandoned projects scattered all over the place?
No. You see, when this kind of structure is put in place, it would influence people that are coming into the system to know that they are not supposed to come and start afresh. Government is a continuum. It's not something that somebody.
Yeah, but the problem is we our governments don't observe that in this country. Every government wants to come in and abandon the other project and do his own project.
Yes, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of it. But what I'm saying is that the moment we have a single term of 6 years, you know that whatsoever you want to do, you do it within that period. There's long term. There is no country that is run on short term basis. Long term projects must be there, and there should be a system put in place so that the moment a particular government finishes his tenure, another person that occupies the office will continue from where he stopped. I discovered that in this country, the only way or the point they continue from where the other person stopped is in hardship, causing hardship for people. For instance, the present president promised Nigerians that he will continue from where Buhari stopped. In fact, he didn't even he surpassed Buhari in causing hardship for Nigerians, because the very first time he entered into office, he stopped fuel subsidy openly without putting in place, without putting it on ground anything to cushion the effect. He just said fuel subsidy is gone, and that was the beginning of the challenge we had in this government. So you see, wherever somebody has started, or whatever somebody, a particular individual has, who is in occupation of a particular office, has started a project or a program, the subsequent occupant of that office is expected legally to continue from where this other person stopped. And if something is done to ensure that if somebody deviates from what was done, it should be called to question. There should be machineries put in place to ensure that these projects continue, and that if somebody wants to stop the project without any reason, just based on political sentiment, the person should be called back to. It should be brought to book, and then the project should continue. The project is not individualized. The project is not personalized. It should be something that represents either the state or the nation. It's not something that you say, oh, it's Tinubu that made this project, so I want to come and change it so that it will be me that will be the project will be named after. It's not, the projects are not named after individuals. It should be something that the citizens enjoy as a right. Once it is instituted, the project should continue. So if there is a single tenure of 6 years, and these also some of the issues that have to be tackled will be these abandoned projects. Then it should be made. There should be a penalty for somebody who does not continue with a particular project that is people-oriented, a particular project that will benefit the people, not the project, not hardship, which of course they are very willing to continue with hardship, with things that will cause Nigerians. You cannot imagine that when Buhari came into power, because he came into power, I was filling my SUV vehicle, the tank of SUV vehicle, with 5,000 naira. When he came into power, the thing moved to 15,000. Now we were shouting, how can we be filling fuel tank for 15,000? Solomon, you know how much I fill my SUV vehicle now? It's 80,000 naira. Wow. The tank.
From 5,000 to 15,000 and now 80,000.
From 5,000 to 15,000 to 80,000. It's not as if you have more money coming into your hands. No, the same amount of money that we were getting in 2015 is what is going on now, and then you are spending so much. It's only God that is helping us. This government is only interested in causing hardship for Nigerians, and we know that when there is any issue like this for a single tenure of 2 years, they will oppose it because they want to be perpetually there. They want to stay for as long as they can stay, as long as God will give them life. Now, some of them will not even want to go.
Now, let's look at another thing here. If you follow politicians in Nigeria, public office holder. The first term, the first 4 year term is used to impress the people that vote them into office because they want to be voted back in into the office. So the first 4 years, lots of projects, good governance, good projects, good legislative work, and and then the second tenure, when they know that okay, I'm done, I'm not going to be voted into office anymore. That's usually the tenure they use to do lots of stealing, abandoning the voters and people that voted them into office. Don't you think if it becomes a single year 6 term, that will be erased? Because a lot of these public office holders who have it at the back of their mind that, well, I'm not coming into office again. They don't have any other thing to lose. And of course, EFCC, ICPC has become a politicized and political, where they only go after past governments that don't have any connection with the ruling government at that time. Don't you think it's about time for a lot of them to do things anyhow because they don't have anything to lose? I mean, after this 6 year, one single tenure, I'm not coming into office again, so it's time for me to just do whatever I want. Don't you think a lot of them will start using that strategy?
You see, I know that Nigerians always devise systems or situations to make things not to work properly. But you see, it's an aberration for a governor or for a president to just start a project and feel that he will complete it in the next cycle of his tenure, the next 4 years. This 4 years, he should just do what he likes. Then in the next 4 years, even the second tenure, the second term that they will come in, they will still be fighting themselves, looking for political power here and there to be able to even concentrate on ensuring that they complete the project. It's an aberration. They did that as a man. Nigeria, as I said before, I said that a single tenure of 6 years will ensure that somebody is properly focused on what he is going to do. Well, there is no doubt that some of them will want to look and look and look. But you see, when you have the agencies, the security agencies in place, not the ones that are dished out as to pursue people based on sentiment, political sentiment. They send them after some people or some governors and all that. Not that one. The one that is doing the right thing, making sure that those who are not doing what is right are pursued and corrected and are punished to do the right thing. The particular security outfit that would ensure that if you abandon a project, then you have committed a crime, and so you should be prosecuted for that. The particular agency or even the court that will ensure that justice is served on the people, so that those who are coming in will have at the back of their minds that they are not just coming into that place to sit down and look for a way to amass wealth for himself and generations unborn, so that at the end of the day, we just leave the place without really doing something tangible. Once we have a system that punishes for wrongdoing and then admonishes or praises people for doing the right thing, then you will see that this single tenure or a single term of 6 years will be the best for Nigerians. There is no doubt you always have a bad egg. In every level, there is one terrible human being that will ensure that he acts like Judas. So there is no way you will not have people that will see the convent the situation and ensure that they do the wrong thing. But these people, there should be punishment, there should be penalty. That is what I'm saying. There should be penalty for people who deliberately want to continue to cause problem hardship for Nigerians instead of looking for ways to alleviate their suffering. In same crimes, I'm not saying that Nigeria is insane. You
Well,
have people who are rewarded
we
for
are insane in so many levels.
yes. You have people who are rewarded for doing the right thing, and people who are punished for doing wrong thing. But in Nigeria, once you do the wrong thing, no matter how you acquire your wealth and all that, the people will praise you, and then the government itself will praise and give you some award, they award you honors and all that. And then at the end of the day, the Nigerians are the ones suffering for your what do I? How do I even
For
put
your
it?
incompetence.
Your greed, incompetence, your greed, and all that. That is what we should be fighting against. And I think it is important for us, for those who love this country, to advocate for this single 6 years single term. I think back in the is I'm not trying to talk for Abin or trying to campaign for him. He's one of the finest politicians that I have seen. When somebody comes out with that kind of honest position, it means that he has something good for the nation. He has something that the people will benefit from if he becomes the president of this country. But you know how the forces are. They don't want any good thing to happen. The forces will want to perpetuate evil in this nation. And it's only God that will help us to ensure that evil does not triumph over good.
Amen. Amen. All right. Let's go to the second topic where former presidential candidate Peter Obi, he had a very interesting interview this morning with a popular TV station where he talked on some things, including that he, as president, he would have removed subsidy and floated the naira, except he would have done it in a well-organized fashion where people would not suffer. Of course, after talking to a lot of quite a number of economists and financial analysts, there seems to be this general agreement that removing of the subsidy was the best thing to do, and of course the floating of the naira. And then the problem has always been the fact that the way he did it, impulsively, impromptu, without organization, and of course doing them back to back, just when Nigerians are still trying to adjust to the fuel subsidy, he floated the naira all in a space of very short time. This twin decision is what has plunged us into this economic chaos. Now, but what really caught my attention really was when he was criticizing the Tinubu administration, that they were focusing too much on the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, arguing that such large-scale infrastructure projects should not take precedent over addressing Nigeria's insecurity and the economic fragility. What's your take on that?
Very well. You see, the Nigerian insecurity, whether the coastal highway or not, the insecurity can be tackled alongside with the coastal highway.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I'm not going to condemn the creation. I mean the operation of this coastal highway that the president has said he has. My only challenge is how can you commission 15 kilometers out of 700 kilometers of routes? And you commission that 80 kilometers just for the purpose of telling people that we are doing something. In reasonable or same clients, as I said, people commission projects after completion. When you have completed, you go and commission. I say, yes, we have commissioned this project because you've completed. But in Nigeria, as you are starting, as you are laying foundation, you are commissioning part of it. It's not reasonable. It's very, very unreasonable to commission a 700 kilometer road from 30 kilometers that you've constructed. It makes us to be laughing stock in the international space. They do that as a net. I want to believe that the insecurity in this country has so increased that the government knows how to tackle it. There is no political will. There is no political will because The government knows those who are behind, who should have been put behind bars, those who are sponsoring this insecurity. They know, and so it's not right to continue to subject Nigerians to this system of insecurity simply because somebody does not have the will to ensure that somebody that is known to be the sponsor of this insecurity is brought to book. And it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate that we will see the suffering from insecurity in this age. Immediately, Jonathan started tackling insecurity. That was when Buhari came into power. And he came and removed all the places, all the structures that were put in place to ensure that insecurity was tackled. He removed them. And with the insecurity worsened. And when people were mandated to check, to find out the causes of this insecurity, they came up with some solutions. Those solutions were not implemented. And this government came in and continued and behaved as if there is nothing wrong in the insecurity aspect of government. And it's so unfortunate. It's also unfortunate that we any serious government would have known that the moment you tackle insecurity, you've tackled major parts of the Nigerian problem. Apart from the issue of energy and all that, insecurity is making anybody that is not secure, you run away from where you are to where there is security. And that is why you are seeing people run at the slightest opportunity, they run out of Nigeria because they feel insecure in their own country. And this is very, very unfortunate. I think it is time for Nigerians to think of the kind of government, the kind of president that would tackle this insecurity in Nigeria. It is rather unfortunate that those who have the capacity to tackle this insecurity are not allowed to sit in that, on that throne. And it's unfortunate. It's rather unfortunate. We Nigerians, we know how these things play out. The bandits, how can we say in a country that the governor of Plateau State, I was listening to him the other time, was lamenting that there are so many villages that are under the government of bandits. Bandits are the ones in charge of those villages, collecting taxes from people and then making sure that they rule the people. The governor was saying that on national television. And it's so unfortunate that nothing is done. They know, these villages are known, nothing is done about it. In this age that you have technology, drones that can fight insecurity to any level, you can use it to spot where they are. No, nothing is done about it as if they don't know what they are supposed to do. They do know what they are supposed to do. They just don't want to do it. I don't know whether even the presidency is also benefiting from this insecurity, that the presidency does not want to tackle it. I don't know. Because if you are not benefiting from a bad thing, you should be able to wipe off that bad thing. Insecurity in this country can be wiped out with the political will that any president has. He can wipe it out and then we'll have a secure nation.
They keep telling us that they know some persons, the financing these bandits, even the Borno State government, if I'm not mistaken, said he knows some. Benue State government, yes. Benue State governor last week also said that they know some current 7 politicians that are sponsoring the herders farmers war in Benue State. And then he said when it's time, he will call them out. We keep hearing this, and up till now we still don't know the people involved with this insecurity.
So when will be the time to call them out? When will be the time to punish people? When will be the time to... Is it when all Nigerians have died? God will not allow that. God would not allow all Nigerians to die because of insecurity. I think the best thing for Nigerians to do is to open their eyes come 2027, all the things that are on ground that this government has refused to tackle, they should bring them up and look for somebody who will be able to tackle them. I was talking on another platform the other time. I said when APC brought President Tinubu as the one that will the one that nobody can challenge in 2027 that has to go, but that it means that they did not see a worse human being to bring to come and destroy this nation, because from what is going on, APC is only interested in destroying the nation. They brought Buhari, they destroyed it to a particular point. They brought this one, and what they are telling us is that it's just a teething problem. Once after some time, there will be people will enjoy. Will we enjoy in the grave? Do you enjoy in the grave? People don't enjoy in the grave. Let them do something so that somebody can see and benefit from what they have done, instead of giving us these unnecessary excuses that what we are doing now, we will see the benefit in the future. We'll benefit from it in the future. After so many people have died, God will not have given them the opportunity.
Okay, before we go, let's quickly take a look at these other parts of Mr. Peter Obi's, comments. Like as I said before, now there seems to be a consensus, at least a large portion of a political, economic and financial analysts that believe removing the subsidy was the best for the economic growth in Nigeria. Now, but we still have a few other persons that disagree and say, look, every country in the world has one form of subsidy or another for their people. Some the subsidy is in agriculture, some the subsidy is our subsidy is the fuel. So those people in that divide tend to disagree with the subsidy removal, saying that is the benefit of Nigeria being an oil producing country. So if they will have to remove subsidy, then they should bring out a plan of which other aspect of subsidy, what other thing would they subsidize for Nigerians. What part of the divide are you on, removing subsidy or keeping the subsidy? And of course, those people have also said that there's nothing wrong with the subsidy. What is wrong is the different stealing and siphoning is what is bad with the subsidy, not the subsidy of the fuel itself.
Subsidy itself is not wrong. It's not bad. It's the operation. It's the operation of this subsidy. It's the nature that they use. Human beings will just collect the money and the name of subsidy and pocket the money while Nigerians suffer. That is the only challenge. That there's no government in any country that would not subsidize things for the citizens and would not experience serious hardship. You have to subsidize. There must be subsidy on several items that the citizens are enjoying.
For some country, the subsidy is medical. You
can sure. When you now remove subsidy from items that affect and influence so many people, you now where are you subsidizing? What are you actually subsidizing then to benefit Nigerians? Nothing. You are not subsidizing anything. You also floated the naira at the same time that you remove subsidy. You floated the naira so that the naira now went haywire. So that as we speak, when somebody wants to exchange 1 naira to $1, $1 to naira, you are talking of $1 to 1,600 naira. Haba, 1,600 naira to $1. Which country in this world has? In fact, even the Republic here that used to have their paper as something that was very, very naira was so strong against the paper. Paper is now even stronger than naira when you come to dollar. And it's so unfortunate in this country. You are sitting down saying what is going on, and somebody will just come without putting things in place. When Peter Obi was actually campaigning, he said he would remove subsidy. Then before he would remove this subsidy, he would put several things in place to ensure that the effect was cushioned. Then nothing was done. Nothing was done by this present government. In fact, their own issue was that all the candidates that campaign said they were going to remove subsidy. Was that the way they were going to remove the subsidy? You just remove it and then you floated a naira. And the naira is now that is, you allow Nigerians to suffer so much because floating the naira, you now make things to cost over 1,000 times of what they were costing. I just told you I was filling my tank for 16,000 naira. Now filling it for 80,000 naira. It's not a child's play. It's unfortunate that we are not enjoying any subsidy in any area. We don't have health. In fact, drugs now. May God help those that are suffering from one terminal disease or the other. The drugs are way above human capacity to buy. It's so terrible. You can't buy drugs from. You just go to the hospital, they prescribe the drugs, you cannot buy. So much money is involved. And then what do you really subsidize for Nigeria? What do you subsidize for Nigeria to benefit? Nothing. So I think the government did not make proper arrangement before removing this subsidy and then floating the naira. It's one aspect of the decision that was done in a hurry and putting Nigerians into serious hardship. So many Nigerians have died because of the policy of this government. And it's so unfortunate, Solomon.
It is unfortunate indeed. Thank you very much, Mike Monan, for your time and for your contribution to the show. Thank you very much once again.
God bless you, my brother.
Okay, that was Mike Umonan. He's a legal practitioner and a current affairs analyst, talking to us on Voice of the People, 90.3 FM Matters. We'll be right back. Okay, thanks for your contribution. The phone lines will be on. The town hall have started. The town hall has started too. What are we talking about today? Calls for 6-year single term for political office holders intensify. There have been several calls for review of the constitution to change from a 4-year 2 terms to a single 6-year term for political office holders. At the weekend, Oyo State Governor Shey Makinde had his voice to the call. So the governor added his voice to the call. So what do you think? Which would you prefer? Do you prefer the current system, 4 years, 2 terms? Or you want us to go to 6 years, a single term? So talk to us. Which of them would you prefer? Number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Again, 0700 903 903 903. Or 0803 692 9933. Again, 0803 692 9933. Or you can call us or text us via WhatsApp to the number 0817175688. Oh, 56338. Sorry, let me say that again. 0817175638. That's the WhatsApp line. You can call us there. You can text us via WhatsApp 0817175638. Or you can call us via normal phone call 0700 903 903 903 or 0803 692 9933. Okay, we have our first message here. Very, very okay. 6 years is too much. Single 4 years is enough with anyone that has a conscience. Then any incoming government should start from where it stopped. That's why our constitution needs a total amendment. Mommy Sam from Ayobo. Thank you very much, Mommy Sam from Ayobo. She said 6 years is even too much. If they should just cut it to one single term of 4 years. Do you agree with that? Talk to us. Give us a phone call at 0700 903 903 903 or 0803 692 9933. Or better still, if your internet connection is strong enough, you can call us via WhatsApp 071 717 56338. You can call us, you can text us via WhatsApp with that number. So what are we talking about today? This is not the first time we're having people calling calling for a constitutional review for the change from a 4-year 2 terms to a single 6-year term for political office holders. At the weekend, the Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde added his voice to the call. So which of them would you prefer? Would you prefer the current arrangement, which is a 4-year 2 terms, or you prefer single 6-year term for political office holders? You can talk to us via phone call 0700 903 903 903 or 0803 692 9933. Or call us or text us via WhatsApp 0817175638. Okay, we have our first caller in the house. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Sheyi Cots.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon. It's good to hear from you again.
Big Solo, good afternoon. I can barely hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh, I can hear you. Talk to us.
Good afternoon, Nigerians worldwide. I will talk about just 2 things.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about how long they want to stay in office. They can stay as long as they want.
Oh no, that's what we want you to talk about.
What is the basic work of the government? To protect life and property of their citizens. If they can do just this, all of us will be fine. We don't care how long they stay.
Okay.
Secondly, I heard about new increment about power fee. Hi, my brother. We don't see Shege promise. Well, it's doing according to what he promised. He said he will widen tax nets and reduce purchasing power of the people. Congratulations, Nigeria. May we enjoy this new one. Bye, the Salah. My name is Sheikh from Itire.
Thank you very much, Sheikot from Itire. Okay, Sheikos have no problem with how long they can stay. 10 years, they can stay 16 years if they want. That's according to him. But of course, the constitution says right now 4 years, 2 term. Okay, we have another caller in the house. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, can you hear me, Mr. Solomon?
I can hear you very, very well. Thanks for joining us. Tell us your name and where you're calling
This is Evelyn speaking.
Okay, Evelyn calling from.
Right now I'm calling from Misolosha.
Okay, okay. Talk to us, Evelyn.
I want to answer that question. Should they continue 8 years or one single 6 years? Abi?
Yes.
But
They say it's not a single year. Singles. It's 4 years divided into 2. 4 years. That's if they're voted back into office.
Yeah, the 4 years is 2 times.
Yes.
Then you're not asking, should it be one single 6 years?
Yes.
They say government is a continue, ba?
Yes. So they say.
My own question now, I want to ask you this question before I answer that one. Why didn't Buhari continue from where Jonathan stopped by giving us rice of 7,000 per bag, by keeping the fuel 97 naira per liter? Kerosene, as at that time, we're buying 4 liters of kerosene at 650 naira. Now we cannot even afford one keg of kerosene now. So I don't even know whether I can't even remember how much was gas cylinder. 6 kg gas cylinder now is going for 30-something thousand. Why? They say government is a continue. Why didn't they continue from where Jonathan stopped? We need to understand government is a continue, and then when they manage to enter in power, they do what concerns them. Government is a continue. I doubt that English. I don't want to hear that English, because in this Nigerian politics, government is not continue. And to your question, I think 4 years is enough, because right now we are just about 2 years in Tinubu regime, and it's like we are in fact he has ruled us for like 20 years. Understand? So we are not imagining another 20 years, which is these 2 years. So we are just imagining another 20 years of sufferness. Not talk of say, oh, God so kind, no, we vote him out 2027, because we can't continue with this starvation and hunger. So that 2027, God so kind, this electoral reform take place, then we will vote him out, because we Nigerians, we don't have any political party. That is why all of them are defecting to APC, thinking that is that is their God. Understand? So we'll vote them out. So 4 years is another 6 years is even too much. Anybody that cannot continue from where another person stopped, they should go. It's only Nigerian politics, because they know how to siphon our money, embezzle our money. Anybody that goes, doesn't want to leave. That is why my dear President Tinubu fly out with his son everywhere he is going to, just because of what? Just to show him way. Understand? They don't want to leave, because I think this government is so attractive. Nigerian politics is so attractive for them to be able to steal our money. Because if I thought it's not attractive, I'm not sure that they will want to spend 1 year. Nobody will even go there. They make it so attractive. That is why they have allowances, clothing allowance, newspaper allowance, traveling. And why? When we that are paying the tax, we cannot even feed 3 square meal, not talk of eating a better meal.
I hear you, Evelyn. It is well. Thank you very much for talking to us. Thank you. Okay, we have another caller. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Solomon, his name Peace from Barwa Ipaja.
Okay, Peace. Thank you very much. Talk to us. Which one would you prefer?
We are talking about 6 years single term and 4 years to
4 year 2 terms. Yes.
2 terms. Well, it's not what they're supposed to be talking about. They're supposed not to be looking at that. How are they taking care of these 4 years? Are we really, the masses, are they really enjoying this government? Are we really feeling? Is it them that will tell us whether they will go for 4 or they will go for two term 8 years? It's we that we decide. We are not feeling them.
That's why we're asking you, which one would you prefer? Which one do you decide?
Let us feel these 4 years. Let us feel them in these 4 years. Look at like that Evelyn has said now. 4 years. It's like we are in 20 years of 2 years in Tinubu's administration. Why is Nigeria's politicians? They will be senators. They will be senate. They'll go to governor. They'll come from governor. Go back to senate. Let them reduce the salary of these people, because that is what is making them to be jumping from one. But they don't have, even some of them, they don't have company. They have turned politics to their profession. The enslavement of the masses, because they still have money in that place to share among themselves. So good.
Okay, thank you very much.
Before they think of how many, even this one, they are running to one party system here because they are corrupt and criminals. They want to come cover their shame in that place. All of them, they are corrupt and corrupt. We are not happy with them. Let them get out of that place and forget about 2 things, whether 4 things, whether for 6 years or 2 things for 8 years. We don't need anything. We need a better life and security in the nation. Without that, we cannot move on. That's my take.
That's your thing. Thank you very much, Peace. Thank you very much for calling. Okay, let's go back to more messages. 4-year single tenure is okay. Let me sign into law. Elder Deacon Owo Mafoluku Oshodi. Thank you very much, Elder Deacon Owo. 4-year single term is okay. Okay. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon. My name is Chibueze
from Ikpaja. Thank you so much, Chibueze.
4 years single term is okay. How many years did Jakonde stay in office before he did all that he did in Lagos? How many years did that man stay? I want to be, maybe I was not of age that time, but I'm in my 70s now. How many years did Jakonde spend in office to affect the life of Lagosians? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, a single term of 6 years is better because it will not allow them settle properly to steal. But 6 years is too much. Let it be 3 or 4 years single term. Ooh. Okay, this person didn't tell us his name and where he's calling from. Please, when you send us a message, your name and where you're texting from. Okay, we have another one from Uchechukwu Emmanuel Acolyte from Ejigbo. She says, sometimes I used to think about what is going on with the thoughts of the majority who has lost a family member as a result of the brutal decision of this government. Oh Lord, have mercy. Indeed, have mercy. Thank you again, Uchechukwu Emmanuel from Ejigbo. Okay, this one is from Associate Ugochukwu, aka Elder General Oshun. Politics supposed to be a part-time job, but in Nigeria it's a do or die affair. Single 6-year tenure is okay by me. Thank you very much, Associate Ugochukwu, aka Elder General Oshun. Okay, the number to call is 0700-903-903-903. Again, 0700-903-903-903 or 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. Or you can text or call us via WhatsApp 0817175638. Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Solomon. How long they say is not really a Nigerian problem. The problem is our leader not doing the right things for us. This is too much. Let us ask this question, Mr. Solomon. Is politics an occupation? I really want to know because I don't get it. I'm Philomena from Ushodi. Thank you. Oh, sorry, Philemon from Ushodi. Thank you, Mr. Philemon. Okay, good afternoon. Single term of 6 years for the president and governors is okay. In addition, their period of immunity should be restricted to the first 3 years of the 6 years so that they can be accountable and not feel that they can do and undo because they are not eligible for second term. Humanity from Ikorodu. Okay, that is not a bad idea. Thank you, Humanity from Ikorodu. Okay, if you're just tuning in, this is Matters on Voice of the People, VOP 90.3 FM. If you can go to your phone or computer and go talk to us via YouTube. Okay, we have another caller. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, good afternoon.
First of all, move away from your radio or TV set or having a call back.
I'm done that.
Okay. Talk to us. Tell us your name, where you're calling from.
Hey, Mr. Wisdom Man. I'm calling from Ojo Alaba, Mr. Sonny.
Mr. Sonny from Ojo Alaba, thank you very much.
I'm always calling you a wisdom man. He's a wisdom man too.
Thank you. I accept
Solomon,
that.
Solomon, I'm just actually the matter of Nigeria. I just try to check my mouth more.
I bet check your mouth. No why.
If we tell ourselves true to Solomon, only 4 years is enough to governors or president to do something for the country we rule in. If I ask you, Solomon, as the state governor, 2 years now in the office, but when you go to Abia State today, you know that this man improved the life of the people in Abia State. And not joking. Why these our people are like to sucking the oil of Nigeria, sucking the breath of Nigeria people, sucking the blood of people of Nigeria, and it's just even to only to take in their pocket. I'm very sorry. Even this thing, if you say that they have the conscience, only 2 to 4 years is okay to giving the life of Nigeria to normally. So we are not talking about of 6 years, 8 years, 4 years to 8 years. That one just anybody want to work. Only 2 to 4 years is okay for you to work for people when you ruling. According to the Benue State Governor, hello, you hear me?
Yeah, we're hearing, we're listening.
Okay. According to Benue State Governor, this young man, I don't understand sometimes. I think that he's a Christian. I'm a Christian. I think that young man is a reverend father. Now, this young man are backing these people. They calling that they don't know where this guy. But now, he crying and say that he after he go lamenting that he go pointing the people where they doing this thing, forcing the Boko Haram, forcing the terrorist people. But before, you don't want to take the Nigerian people, they use it as a political. But when this thing, you don't know say that water don't pass Garena, he begin to lament it, and the purpose of life wasted it. Oh God, sometimes Mazi Solomon, sometimes I just even they tell the I don't know why these Nigerian people be like this. And some people, when they giving the life of people to able to control, the product of government is a protect a life and property. And immediately when you enter that seat, I don't know sometimes I think that maybe the evil are controlling them. They know how to even to do the right thing in the right time. God have mercy for country, also Nigeria. Man, I don't want to delay your time. Let other people to choke mouth.
Okay,
thank you for a good job.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for choking him out. Okay, we have another caller. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, King Solomon.
Hey, thank you very much for talking to us.
This is Afunwa calling from Idimu. Yeah.
Afunwa from Idimu. Okay, talk to us.
Yeah. You see, I believe Alex Yoti is the governor of Abia State. He used 2 years to change Abia State. Ambode used 4 years. He used 3 years, turn around Lagos to change it to another thing. Likewise, Fachola. So this is 4 years or not 6 years. I didn't believe that. Only person who want to do work, because that 4 years, any person want to change the country or state, which of you have to try to do it in question of 2 years. That 4 years is okay, because that 4 years or 8 years or 6 years, that 2 years where they want to add on top, or for 8 years in office. That 4 years where they want to do, that's why they want you to enjoy themselves. 4 years is okay to any position. So that's my own contribution. No need of adding anything again. Okay. Because this one way we did now, we know what we face it through. God bless you for good work. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, we have another one. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, Solomon. Good afternoon, my dear.
Yeah.
Solomon, I heard when you were discussing about Forex.
Forex? No, that was not me. No.
Okay. So, Solomon, even 4 years for you to do things for the masses that voted you in power, is it not too much? Is it not too much? So what are we talking about?
So
that 4 years, that 4 years single term is okay.
4 years single term.
Yes,
okay.
to me that's okay, because you are encouraging corruption. If you give them 6 years, you are encouraging them. They will still embezzle more money, and they will not do anything for the masses. So that 6 years single is too much. So I did not encourage that at all. Or we can say, let's say that 5 years, if they put it up, you go, let another person stay there. 5 years is okay for you to do heaven and earth you want to do. This man told us, and you remember, he told us, if you remove subsidy, if we remove it, we are going to do heaven and earth. Nigeria is going to be like London. Mr. President said it. And to 2 years, it's not a chicken year. You can't do anything. We are not seeing anything on nothing to see for it. Solomon, if you are going home now, from Lagos here to Port Harcourt is no-go area. The road had gone to nothing, upside down, nothing to see for it. And then we are spending money. You say you have room for 2 years, you spend a lot of money. Oh, I have a lot of infrastructure. Where is infrastructure? When the major road to Port Harcourt, from here to Port Harcourt, is double terrible. So these people, this APC government is a propagandist. They are complete propagandists. Solomon, this is Joe from Bariga.
Thank you very much, Joe from Bariga. Okay, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
See, our problem is not 4 years, 6 years.
Okay.
Let's do our electronic system. Our electronic system never do okay. Every time they say 4 years, 6 years. So that's what sort of a problem. The pest is calling from Tunshi.
Okay.
That's what sort of a problem. Our problem is just make it do electronic system, make it do okay. This is 6 years to 4 years.
We need to work. We need to work on our electoral reform.
No, make election do okay. It never do okay. It's going to talk about 6 years for 4 years. It's should be not fair. Please, I beg. So let's continue, make it do our election, make it do okay, sir.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Good
you.
afternoon. Thanks for Okay, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Tell us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. If your discussion is so polished, I just want to add to it.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
If you Google on your Android, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Continue.
You
Go
will.
on.
I want you to Google on your Android and read the history of how many years Murtala Mohammed spent to govern Nigeria. Only 81 days. He shaped this country. Only 81 days. If you go to Oshodi, you see the University of Communication he built before he was assassinated. This waste of time Nigeria are tolerating. Our children will not forgive us all these things we are doing to this nation. That is my taking.
Okay, thank you very much.
I think you heard what I said very well.
Oh, I heard you. I heard you.
Only 81 days Murtala shaped Nigeria. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for calling.
Thank you so much.
81 days. That's a record. Okay. Hello. Oh, we've lost him. We've lost him. Hello. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm keeping well. Thank you so very
Okay,
much.
tell us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Okay, my name is Henry, and I'm calling from Ike-Ododo in the Cherry area of Lagos.
Okay, Henry. Talk to us, Henry.
Okay, I want to remind us that the guy in Burkina Faso hasn't spent as much as 4 years, but we hear a lot that he has done there. Oti in Abia State hasn't spent up to 3 years, but he has done so very much that the results speak for itself. So when a man of no knowledge comes into the capacity of things he knows nothing about, he will reduce that thing to the much that he knows. These people don't have any idea what governance is all about. They are just there for their personal interests. And that is why even 2 years away from an election, all that they care about is not insecurity that is lavishing us. All that they care about is not the hunger that people are crying about. It is who takes over the next election. So you can see that these people know that they are not there to serve the people. They are just there to serve their belly and their greed. So if you give a man of integrity just 2 years, I bet you will see the results that will speak for itself. It will be clearing. Even the blind man will see it. So these people are just, they don't have an idea what to do. They came into power just to have a name. I was once time Nigerian this, Senate president, that, not because they have any interest or idea of what to do about this country. So change makers don't need time. They only hit the ground running and things begin to work. Thank you, Mr. Solomon, and God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much, Harry, for your call. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, tell us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Okay, my name is Stacy.
Stacy.
Yeah, please, I'm calling from Oluwaga, Epaja.
Oluwaga, Stacy. Okay, talk to us, Stacy.
Please, do you know why they are doing like this? Is because they are not paying the money they borrow before they leave the office. I will like us to have a constitution that before any governor, any president before you leave your seat, you must pay the whole money that you borrow, you and your cabinet, before you leave. That is why they have the opportunity of doing what they are doing, because there's nobody they are not paying the money. So they will just be borrowing up and down. And leave it for the next person to pay. That's too bad. Please, I would like us to have that. We should put it in Nigeria Constitution.
Okay.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. God bless you too. Okay, this one says Godfatherism is becoming alarming in Nigeria. APC government is only interested in borrowing and spending Nigerians' money. They are worse than the previous administration. Engineer Lawrence Ofoku from Igweleri, Lagos. Thank you very much, Engineer Lawrence Ofoku. Okay, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon.
Okay, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Joshua Perkins. I'm calling from Peshtat.
Okay, talk to us.
You see, the Nigeria situation is pathetic. Every reasonable, first, before I dive into the topic, I want to advise every Nigerian for their own safety. They should not attend any political rally, whether it is a giveaway they are doing or they are contesting or whatever they are doing. As far as it's politician organizing it, they should please avoid those places. Because I've heard in news and also I've witnessed them, people die in most of those gatherings. They should please avoid it. Now, to the situation, to the country in question, 4 years is not the issue. It is the person and the institution, the system. If they can change the system and change the person, Nigeria would have been better for it. You see this insecurity, when some of us call and say the government are in cahoots with these people, it will sound as if that we just so hate these people. It's because they are wicked. They know these people. Look at the girl that was tracked down for just only a comment. And you want to tell me that the government do not know these people involved. I'm from Niger Delta. If they give us an opportunity, even me as I'm speaking with you, if they give me that opportunity, I will find those people. They are not ghosts. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for talking to us. Good afternoon. Thanks for talking to us. Thanks for joining us.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Yeah, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Alaba.
Oh, okay, Alaba. Talk to us, please.
Okay, I have a different opinion.
Okay.
My opinion is 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, all is good. But my opinion is that if a senator wants, let us make it in the way that we cannot be able to contest for governor.
Okay.
We cannot be able to contest for president.
Some of them jump from one political office to another.
Yes. We cannot be able to have any power again to contest for any other governor or president again.
Okay.
Because if you look at in Nigeria now, you will see somebody from local government, from commissioner, from vice deputy governor, from senator, from vice president, one person. Eh? Then in your own question again, 4 years, 5 years, 4 years is okay. Remember when Fashola is the governor of Lagos State? Just under 2 years, the whole road in Lagos State, Fashola, a wonderful governor. Okay, look at the recent one again, Osibanjo, as a vice president. When the Buhari traveled, under 3 weeks, he turned around the whole Nigeria. He turned around the whole Nigeria, just 3 weeks, Osibanjo. So if a bad president be there for 20 years, he will not do anything. Highest what we will do to tamper the whole money. Imagine Nigerian Airway. You people are not talking about Nigerian Airway again. Eh? They went again, bring Ethiopia and painted it again. Nobody's asking that question. Nobody's talking about it again. Because we Nigeria, under 3 weeks, we forget about all those things. Thankfully, the president told us that when you remove subsidy, everything will be okay. Okay, how do you remove subsidy again? What was the money there? The question I'm asking you, asking everybody is, does it mean that we use 800 naira to subsidize fuel or 600 naira? All this why? If you remove the subsidy, the highest the fuel will be is about 250 or 300 naira. They're not telling the people the truth. They're not telling us truth. Nigeria are not using about 800 naira, 600 naira to subsidize the fuel all these ways of Jonathan, Obasanjo. No, it's not possible. Eh? So the corruption is everywhere. It's everywhere. Let them be single term from local government, one senator. Simple. Okay. Only one tenor, no more.
Okay. Thank you very much for your contribution. Okay, we have less than 5 more minutes to go. Good day, VOP. Nigeria should go back to the regional system of government. This Almajiri constitution we are using will not take us anywhere. Almajiri constitution. Now, wow, you get bad mouth too. Let region take control of their resources. We are still operating unitary system of government and we call it presidential. Elder Isaac from Idimo. Thank you very much, Elder Isaac from Idimo. Okay, we have another caller. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Solomon. Am I right?
Yes, you're right. You're very, very right.
My name is Shola.
Shola.
I'm Shola.
Calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Egbeda, Lagos.
Shola from Egbeda. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Yeah. So it's good to have your program back. This matters, if I'm right.
Yes, this is matters indeed.
Good.
Indeed.
You know, for some time off air. So I was able to listen to part of the conversations I was hearing. Probably there's a proposal for 6 years in good tenure and so, and I've heard other callers. You know, the truth of the matter is I align with most of the callers.
Okay.
It is not a matter of how long. You understand? It's a matter of somebody coming in, how well. You understand? Most of these politicians, I can tell you, 98% of them have nothing to offer. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. They've mentioned a lot of people. Look at Oshibajo as a VP, even as a rocker, as a spare tire. You will know people that can walk. You understand? So the truth of the matter is that we just need to passion out. Number one, let the credible people get there. Then number two, let's look for the system of government, you know, that will suit us as a people. And the only hope I have now is that I see some few people, you know, that have integrity resigning, you know, from the midst of all these selfish politicians. Look at the special advisor to the president. Look at one of the special advisors to the governor of Akwa Ibom. You know, this gives me hope. You will know people that have integrity, though they are few. But until people of integrity, you know, override people that lack integrity, because Nigeria can grow. Nigeria has been so bastardized. I don't know. It has been Nigeria is down the drain. It will take a lot to resuscitate this country. May God help us.
Amen.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling. Okay, one more call and we're ready to wrap up. Ooh, this one sent a very long message. I hope I'll be able to read all of this. Okay, good afternoon, crew. Ade from Lagos. Ade, you won't kill me. The message plenty. Okay, before we go to the message, one more call and we're ready to go. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Hello? Uh-oh. Okay, Ade won't keep me with plenty message. This is quite long. Okay? Good afternoon, crew. Ade from Lagos. I want to ask, are we not autocracy or feudalism? The attribute of a ruler is to give false statement or tell Nigerians should bear the pains, give fake assurance, borrow to loot, the state capture wasteful. Okay. Wasteful and unnecessary traveling, which has not yielded any result. You put Nigerians in darkness while you want to exempt yourself from using a solar panel. It shows this is government of waste. By waste for waste, you are tasking the daylight out of Nigerians, all because of 2027 vote buying again. While you tell Nigerians to tighten their belts and they live their luxurious lifestyle. Now the children are going to pay the debt they didn't plan for, in which they are giving the children's bread and giving to the dogs. Okay, I think I understand what you're trying to say. Ade, please, next time, please make it short. This is quite long. But thank you very much indeed for your contribution, Ade from Lagos. And with that message, we call it a wrap. If you're trying to call now, sorry, it's too late. I won't pick your call or read your messages again. It was a pleasure talking to you. It was a pleasure anchoring this show, Matters, on the Voice of the People, VOP 90.3 FM. What did we talk about? Calls for 6-year single term for political office holders intensified. This is not the first time. We've have several persons calling. And of course, Oyo State Governor Shea Makinde at the weekend just added his voice to this call. And tackling insecurity more important than Lagos Calabar Coastal Road, Peter Obi said in an interview in a popular television show. I think, the government can still tackle insecurity while working on this infrastructure. So the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway has its own purpose has its own economic value in addition to tackling insecurity. So I think the government can do both. So again, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for listening. You can tune in to follow us on our social media handle VOP 903 FM or subscribe to our YouTube channel at VOP 903 FM. I remain yours sincerely, Solomon of FM. See you again tomorrow at 1:30 on Matters, Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Ciao.
Welcome to the best exclusive radio station, VOP 90.3, bringing you the best mix of the best music. One hit at a time, the best music, the best radio, Voice of the People 90.3 FM, VOP 90.3 FM. Welcome to the best exclusive radio station, VOP 90.3, bringing you the best mix of the best music.